Greetings, Cubs. Welcome and welcome back again. It's time to step into the lion's den. Today I'll be doing a reading on Lil Nas X. I'm going to start off my reading with a personality reading using my Caroline May's archetype cards. Usually when I start a reading, especially on someone who I've never read on before, I'll start off using this deck to do a personality check. And so these cards come both upright and reverse. So we talk about positive traits if it's upright, negative traits if it's reverse. So yeah, that is what I have to say. If you don't want to see any, if you don't want me to read any cards that are negative, please go ahead and skip past this part of the personality reading. So yeah. Okay, so Lil Nas X. What are your dominant personality traits? Four, five. One more. One more. One more, one more, one more. Woo! Lil Nas X. Yes, we have. We're going to start off with the Shapeshifter. Oh, we have 7 cards. I didn't even know. Well, Shapeshifter is on its side. So it's talking about Lil Nas X encompassing both the positive and negative traits of this card. So it says light attributes. It says skill in navigating through different levels of conscious ability to see potential in everything. We also have the shadows that says projecting any image that serves your personal agenda at the moment. Funny because I was actually feeling more of the shadow. But he's not even that good at it. So it's talking about allegedly for entertainment purposes only. By the way, I don't claim to know any of these people, but I will be reading these cards. And so, you know, just take every reading with a grain of salt. Nothing is fact unless it is proven. So, yeah. I'm seeing that, like, with Lil Nas X, he is able to sort of adjust his personality, especially to where he is and who's around him, to be able to sort of fit in with the crowd and also stand out in the crowd. But even still, he can't actually hide his true self. So that's kind of funny. He can't really actually hide who he actually is. Like, there's a limit to how much he can adjust for other people. And I feel like this is a more in-person thing. I feel there's but so much he can do to sort of adjust to their likeliness, or adjust, excuse me, to a point that's acceptable for other people. We have Hedontis. It says inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. And this is talking about how he is able, sorry if you hear my cat in the background, it's talking about how he's able to love and appreciate his own self, his own beauty, his own talents, his own skills, and he doesn't see who he is as a negative. My cat just has too much energy this morning. Next we have the Miser. And it's talking, it says, in the lighter attribute, it says entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold, delights in sharing in life's riches. So he could be somebody who's very humble, who will, you know, give and buy things for other people. It is talking about how he does most definitely have a knack or talent to get on a track or get on something and turn whatever it is into a bop. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's just, that's just a quirk or talent that he has. He can put his own little spin on something and make it good. And honestly, he's capitalizing off of that talent now. We have child magical in reverse. It says pessimism, depression, disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. So it does seem like he does have to put a lot more energy into not taking things too lightly. Definitely has to, you know, watch his own mental health, in case, because, you know, there is only so much pride you can take into yourself when everybody else is trying to beat you down, before you become depressed, before you become, you know, upset. And there does seem like there are tendencies like that for Lil Nas X. So he definitely has to be careful of his mental health. And I'm also feeling be careful of reliance on any type of narcotics. He has to be careful for that as well. Like, or just any kind of addicting behavior. He has to really be careful to not attach himself to something that will make him feel better, because that could backfire. Next card, we have the Samaritan in reverse. It says exacting appreciation and recognition. Exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. So there's a bit of pettiness with Lil Nas X, and he has to make sure to, you know, if he wants, it's his prerogative to keep it in check, because, you know, there can be tendencies for him to, you know, feel like he's the only reason why somebody else has gotten some shine, and, you know, want that recognition, like, well, I'm the one who put you on, I'm the one who got you here, you wouldn't, you know, be here if it wasn't for me. So he has to just be careful with that. We have Vampire. It says makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. So Lil Nas X is able to find out and feel who is toxic to him and his inner circle. I feel like also highlight, he definitely needs to make sure that he tries to highlight his own toxic behaviors as well. But I think he's able to kind of cleanse his circle if he wants to. If there are people in there that he can know, like, oh, well, you're only here for this specific reason. He's definitely aware of these people. Whether he still keeps them around or not, that's, you know, on him. But he's definitely aware of who they are and who's just here who's like a suck up, who's just like there just to be there and, you know, get some sort of fame off of him, like, and get some sort of like special treatment because he's around him. Actually, I think he just had an incident with some dude that was talking mess about him, but I don't know if he was just on a track with him. I don't know. Somebody was upset about, I don't know. Y'all let me know. We have Lover in reverse. It says obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion. This sounds like being a stan. So this could be him being a Nicki stan. This could be that. It says, reading it again, obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion. He also should be careful because, you know, he may stand to the point that, you know, it could backfire on his career. He could do something that ends up backfiring when it comes to his career. So he has to make sure that he keeps the way he's a fan of Nicki to a minimum. Like, because he could say something that, you know, really messes up his career. He could do something that messes up his career. So he has to just be careful. He has to be careful. You know, like, cause like he could talk about some other artist a type of way in defense of Nicki, and that could also, you know, he just has to be careful with the way he stands, because, you know, we all know how stands could be. You know, you really in your bag about something that's not about you, and you ruin your own personal chances at things in life. So that's just something that he really needs to keep in check as well. Okay, this is a personality reading. You can purchase one on my channel, on my Patreon. Go to Patreon, click on personality reading, and I'll be right with you, you know, if that's what you're interested in. Or you can email me at thelinesandtarot@yahoo.com if you want to do it that way. Yeah. Okay. Or DM me on Twitter or Tumblr. Also at The Lines and Tarot. Okay, before I get there, let me go ahead. And pull a card for Lil Nas X. Free will, sovereignty, independence, and free spirit. Okay. Didn't mean to pull out these many cards, but so this free will card is talking about, yeah, like Lil Nas X is gonna be who Lil Nas X is. Y'all over there pressed about his freaking cosplay of Nicki, about, you know, him cross-dressing and looking gorgeous. Okay, y'all mad. But he's gonna do what the hell he wants. Okay, so it is what it is. We have thirst, craving, compulsion, obsession. At that, as soon as I mentioned Nicki, bruh. So there, like I said before, there is a limit that he really needs to work on that. Him standing Nicki is going to possibly be something that will destroy his career. We have outsider, misfit, loner, wanderer, and it's just talking about how, you know, he is who he is, and how that does make it hard for him in the music industry, how he is an outsider, how he is ostracized by people in the music industry because he's not, you know, sexually interested in the same thing the next guy is. We have nobility, honor, high standards, and idealistic. So, Lil Nas X, I still see like Lil Nas X has a nice, a beautiful respect for himself and who he is. And I do feel like there are like DL, let me not curse. I feel like they're down low people that be trying him. And I do also feel like Lil Nas X won't even mess with them. Like, people that they'll straight up clown him on social media and then be in his DMs or be like, hey, yo, look, let's just meet up, you know, and da-da-da-da-da. And it's not happening. It's not happening. They're not getting anything. We have her last day in the light. It says unexpected endings, surprise changes, and sudden shifts. And this is in this burden position. He needs to be careful. He needs to be careful. He needs to be very careful with how he moves. He needs to be careful with even his thing with Nicki. He needs to be really careful about how he handles and conducts himself. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. He just needs to be careful. Okay, let's see what else I can get for Lil Nas X. I actually think I just want to move straight on to the tarot. So after like 3 more shuffles, if I don't get anything out of this deck, I'm just going to go ahead and move on to the last segment. Sorrow. Yeah, I don't know what's happening and what's going to be happening in his life, but he needs to be careful who he has beef with too. He could get himself hurt. He could get himself hurt. So he has to be careful about who he messes with. Please don't mess with no dangerous dudes. Like, please don't mess with no dangerous dudes. I know, like, you're good, like, with, really getting back at people on Twitter. Like, you know, he's really, like, Lil Nas X is really funny. But he has to also be careful about hurting these sensitive people's feelings, because straight men honestly are the weakest link, and like I really don't want anyone to become like very aggressive with him. I really want him to be careful and take care of himself, and like whatever it is, like just don't even argue with these people. Like, don't even argue with these people. I hope Lil Nas X stays safe. And I hope these old dusty dudes leave him alone. For real. Okay, lastly, I want to see what's the next biggest, thing to happen in his career. I wonder if he's secretly dating someone, because I think that's what it is. Like, I wonder if he's secretly dating someone. I'm seeing 7s. And the Lovers is a 6, so that's close to 7. It's 7s. I don't know what that means, but it could be like 7 days, 7 weeks. I don't know. 7 months. I wonder if he's going to break up with someone. I don't know if this is public either. This is probably private. He's going to have no choice. Someone's going to, he may be exposing someone that he's actually dating or has messed with in the background who's running their mouth about him. So that's what I'm seeing. I don't know if he will do it in the end, but I'm definitely seeing that he may expose someone. He may expose somebody. But that seals something in his career. That will seal something in his career. Because someone who's a lover of his or ex-lover is going to betray him. Like, this could be someone he had entrusted with some sort of information, or someone that he just really would not be expecting to say anything. Like, Lil Nas X is going to let down his guard, and boom. Well, that's what I have for Lil Nas X. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the description. Oh, I'm sorry, in the comments. Let me know what your favorite Lil Nas X song is. And I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Tumblr. Check out my Patreon if you want a personal reading. Or if you want to check out exclusive readings that I do have over there. Yeah. I'll see you in the next one. Love you all so much.